to Unity as we come to you from the unceded and traditional territory of the Snuneymuxw people, Heitchka.
Welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome. Welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome. Join us in singing, join us in prayer, join us in touching hearts of people everywhere. Welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome to Unity, welcome. No matter where you've come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent, come and share a hug, come let's pray together, come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open. Oh, this door right here is open for you. Oh, this door, I'm talking about this door. I said this door is open to you. Come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Got a little music on. No, it's got that.
We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There promise in our thankfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside.
Good morning.
Morning, Thomas.
It's really great to be here this morning. I want to welcome all of you out there in Cyberland, as they say. Thank you for joining us here at Unity of Nanaimo as we bring in this beautiful Sunday, March 14th, 2021. And I invite you now to just join me in a few moments of prayer as we take this opportunity to just settle ourselves, joining in community, as we invite Spirit in, holding this space together, knowing that we're here to do the work that we are called to do, and knowing and recognizing that we have this beautiful community in which to lean on, and also this beautiful community that we each get to support in our own way. We give thanks for the strength and the will and the imagination to move forward in concert with one another. And so it is. Amen. Please join me in our foundation statement. There is only one presence and one power, active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence. And a vision of Unity Worldwide Ministries is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And now for a few announcements with our spirit groups. Please join us beginning, I believe, this week, March 18th from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. The Healing Book Study, an introduction to energy healing modality from Viana Stibble, and this is being led by Glynis. There's a link to purchase the book on our website, and of course on the Spirit Groups page. And get grounded and stay connected every day, Monday to Saturday at 9 a.m. with Patricia, our wonderful Reverend here on Unity of Nanaimo's Facebook page. Again, that's 9 a.m. Monday to Saturday for a few minutes of quiet reflection, some meditation to start your day. And when you can't go out, come on in. I changed that. Yeah, there we go. The pre-service meditation with Margaret and Dawn every Sunday at 10 a.m. That's also here on our Facebook page. And you can join that before service. Then step away, maybe get a coffee, a beverage, maybe a little snack, and come back and join us for our 10:30 service. Today we will have another congregational meeting. Join us on Zoom at 11:45 for a further update as well as a continuation of last week's discussion. That meeting ID is right there on your page or on your visual. You can see it, 857-7184-8094, and the passcode is 451887. And Kyle, can we just go live for a moment?
What do you mean?
Go to Thomas.
Go to Thomas? Yeah. Go to me. Wait, I'm talking to myself. Go to that Thomas guy in the third person. On today's meeting, I just want to say a couple of things. And what I was thinking about this morning was, first of all, and actually all of this week, was just how grateful I am for all of the beautiful souls that have shown up for these meetings and have really shared from their heart any of the concerns, any of the joy, any of the possibilities that they see moving forward. And it's not lost on any of us on the board, and certainly in the three communities, the leadership teams, just how impactful it is to see this much engagement from people and to know that there's a real sense of care and attention to what's going on here. And I welcome more of that today. And as Patricia has posted on our newsletter, if you need to reach out personally to either Patricia or myself, by all means do that. Today's meeting will not just be a continuation from last week, but there's some other pieces of board information we didn't get to last week because there were so many questions around this name change idea moving forward. So again, just my gratitude to all of you, and if you find time today and you can be there again for this call, that's greatly appreciated, and it's just beautiful to see. Thank you. Join me for today's daily word. Energy. The energy of divine life renews me. How do I have the focus to achieve my goals? How do I have the strength to carry on through challenging times? How do I have the aptitude to learn, grow, and change when I'm called upon to do new things? At the heart of everything I am called to do is the energy to do it. I am a divine being, and I call upon the power of God within me to channel my energy in deliberate ways. Divine energy is inexhaustible. Unlike my muscles, which can tire, and my mind, which can feel frazzled, the power of God within flows through me unimpeded. In prayer, I claim divine energy and imagine it flowing through me with the force of a mighty waterfall. I am grateful for my renewal. Even youths will faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted, but those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. Isaiah 40:30-31. And join me in our blessing for our center. The Unity Spiritual Center of Nanaimo is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others.
Myself the way I am, there's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me, there's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. Now I love you the way you are, there's nothing to love you too. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Yes, I love myself just the way I am.
And I love that little harmony just the way you do it, Ken. Thank you very much. So sometimes I just need to remember who I am. For the first 37 years of my life, I didn't even know who I was. I didn't even know that I was really as an individual. I was living, as Thoreau would have said, like a life of quiet desperation, just blowing in the wind, being buffeted about by life. I thought life was just happening to me, and there was nothing I could do about it. Anybody else? Occasionally, I did think about what I'd like to be, and when I did think about what I wanted to be, I was busy trying to be my friend Joan. Because Joan was wonderful. She was perfect. She was lucky. She was beautiful. She was smart. She was head cheerleader. She was the queen of the ball, homecoming queen, had the lead in every school play, won every scholarship there was. She had hair that was curly and short and stayed exactly in place where she put it. She had big, big, big blue eyes. She had long black lashes that for some reason she put Vaseline on, but it made them nice and shiny, although they did tend to collect the dust. In those days, girls always wore skirts and blouses and belts. Joan's skirt and blouse and belt were always where they were supposed to be, where my blouse was usually hanging out between my belt and my skirt. Now, that was Joan, but I wasn't her. Because I wasn't like Joan Dale. I wasn't lucky enough to be beautiful and as smart as Joan and as talented as Joan. And our family didn't have the same kind of money Joan had. And my parents didn't spoil me the way Joan did. Poor lil me. Aww. In other words, I was living the victim life. I was part of that mass of men living lives of quiet desperation. And then I discovered New Thought. And while it was not very comfortable learning that I was contributing to my own experiences in life, while it was uncomfortable to realize that the only thing that was common to all the terrible men in my life was that they were in relationship with me, while it was not comfortable to realize that had I known who I am, I could have been just as successful as, and maybe more successful than Joan. It wasn't comfortable to learn all that about myself, but it was absolutely the most empowering lesson I have ever learned. It was the truth that set me free. See, I had thought that I was just a child of lower middle class, uneducated parents, just surviving in a world that was stacked against me. Anybody? But I found out that I was a powerful co-creator of my own experience, of my own circumstances. So that was kind of a huge turning point in my life. And since then, I have been an entirely different person, living an entirely different life experience. Oh, sure, I still make big mistakes, some of them very big, some of them very stupid, but I'm onto myself now. I don't kid myself that it's not me doing that. Once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. I always say you can nap a little bit, but you can never go unconscious again because something always comes along to wake me up, to hit me over the top of the head and let me know who I am, remind me who I am. Something always comes along if you're willing to listen. So when I'm experiencing anger, frustration, boredom, impatience, I know that I've forgotten who I am and the powers that I have. So I diagnose myself now. You've forgotten yourself, and I can treat myself. My favorite treatment is simply, 1, breathe and say the simple affirmation, I am bigger than this. Whatever it is, I am bigger. So I want to just remind you of a couple of examples that have happened in my life lately that have reminded me who I am. Anybody here ever had a discomfort in their back? I think anybody who's over 40 has probably had that. You know how you get up in the morning, the first few steps are like this, kind of flat-footed like that, and you kind of feel like one of those marionettes that's a little disconnected at the back. You know, the legs are just, anyway, we've all done that. So when I watched my friend go through this, I remembered that throughout my adult life, I've had lots of episodes of back discomfort. And there's something that I learned intuitively. Maybe many people other know it and teach it, but I just learned it by listening to my body and being with my body when it's uncomfortable. So what I do when my back is hurting in the morning, I sit straight up in bed, and for me, it's necessary for my heels to hang over the end of the mattress. That allows my legs to be flat on the bed. And I just let myself lean forward. And usually I can go about like that. And so then what I do is I take a very deep breath and I direct it to the spot in my back that's sore. Now I know it's not scientific to breathe into your back. We can only breathe into our lungs. But bear with me, because if you do that, if you direct your breath, it does expand the area. And then when you release your breath, if you're listening and watching, you can go forward a little bit, maybe to 88 degrees, And then I do it again. And each time I take that breath and expand the area and relax, I tilt forward just a little bit more. And in about 10 minutes, I find that my eyeballs are resting on my kneecaps. And simply by relaxing into the discomfort, just a little hint that I learned. But what I learned from that is that I have the ability and the power within myself to maintain and heal my body if I'm paying attention to it, if I'm listening to it. And of course, we can loosen up our minds the same way. Do you ever get any mental discomfort? If we're experiencing mental pain, stop, breathe into it, look at it, listen to it, and allow it to relax. And things always loosen up pretty quickly when I just stop and breathe and remember, I'm bigger than this. So the second reminder I got recently was when I was living on the farm, I used to weed for 3 to 4 hours every day. And my weeding stance is, I don't know if you can see it, left arm on left knee, right arm free to weed. And I could stand that way and weed for 3-4 hours. What I found after a few months is there was this dent in my leg where my arm had been resting, a visible dent. And the skin on both my leg and my arm had turned hard and coarse like a crocodile. It was really quite ugly. The other day I was lying in bed, my hand happened to glance across my leg, and I said, holy cow, my skin is as smooth as a baby's bottom. And what I learned, what I'm reminded of, is that it's natural. It's natural for my body to return itself to perfect health once I stop aggravating it. Once I stop doing what bothers my body, it will naturally return to perfect health. It's programmed to do that. And then my third big reminder that I got lately was a doozy. My daughter Susan has been redesigning our webpage, and she's been helping Cindy and me to learn how to do all the stuff, keep the calendar up to date, input pictures, slides, input the Sunday morning service and audio clips and links to here and there. And it's been a lot of learning for me. Last Saturday I had a few questions, so I called her 9 o'clock and she didn't answer. So I called her again at 11 o'clock and she did answer. She said, oh yes, I saw your message come through, but I'm just going on to a Zoom call now. It'll be very short. I'll call you right back. So I said, okay. I rearranged my day to be there, available for the call. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and she didn't call. And I waited till 3 o'clock in the afternoon from 11. And this is unlike Susan because she's very responsible, very reliable. Now, you know what mothers do. I start to fuss and worry by this time. And I wanted to call her back, but I didn't want to be the pushy mom. So I waited and I waited some more. And pretty soon it was 5 o'clock. And I said, oh, I want to call, but I don't know what time they do dinner. So I'll wait till 8 o'clock and then I'll call. No, so I called at 8 o'clock and there was still no answer. So I'm really disturbed by this time. I'm sure there's something gone wrong. As I say, Susan's very reliable. So I start doing the mother thing, somebody's sick, somebody's dead, there's been an accident, they're all in the hospital, whatever it is. On and on I go. 8 o'clock, I phone, still no answer. 9 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed. I phone, no answer. Really, really scared now. I leave a message and saying, I'm really concerned. I'm going to bed now, but I'll be reading. Phone me. Got to bed, got my book, couldn't read. Mind was going crazy, just crazy. There's nothing I can do. What can I do? Oh, should I get up and drive down to Sydney? Suddenly I remembered there is something I could do. I could pray. Oh my goodness, I could pray. So I did. And I reminded myself how powerful prayer is and of the miracles that have happened through prayer. And I reminded myself that prayer is just me saying my thoughts, and my thoughts are creative. And prayer is the way I co-create my life. And I trust prayer. I have faith in it. And so I declared that I knew everything was fine. And I declared that I commanded that prayer is so strong it actually can go back and correct history. I haven't heard the bad news yet, so let's not have it be. And I declared that, and I requested that. Hey, universe, let's go back and fix this day up so that everything's fine. And just as I finished my prayer, my phone went ding. And it was an email from Susan. Of course it was. Of course it was. And she said, and this is what blew me away, she said, I'm sorry I missed you at 3 o'clock. We've been having a popcorn and movie night and turned the phone off. Call me back. I'm sorry I missed you at 3. My phone had not rung, and there was no call in the recent call activity. My phone had not rung at 3 o'clock, and yet that was the reason everything was okay. Like, ooh. And I've since then found out that my phone's been doing that, been dropping and not answering calls. But she had returned my call, and I hadn't missed it, and I had lost faith and gone all the way down the rabbit hole. So I'm not saying for sure that my prayer corrupted history, but it might have. It might have. So again, I remembered the power of prayer, not to change God's mind, but to ease my mind, to correct my mind, to change the vibration around this circumstance. Often when people come to me wanting prayer for various things, I recognize that what is needed is their peace of mind, as well as what they think they want. And that's what I pray for. And peace of mind is always available to us as a choice. There are many infinite choices always available to us, like this buffet laid out. And there it is, our 12 powers. And any time we can choose any one of those 12 powers from that buffet to aid us in dealing with whatever we're dealing with. We have a buffet of physical choices. For instance, in caring for our body, we can choose to go to a doctor, we can go to an alternative health practitioner, we can change our diet, we can do exercises, we can take vitamins, all sorts of choices available to us physically. And we have a buffet of mental choices available. Every conceivable thought that has ever been thought or ever will be thought is a thought we can choose to think right now. This huge buffet of thoughts, which ones will we pick up and put on our plate? And we have a spiritual buffet. It has 12 dishes on it. Faith, strength, love, wisdom, power, imagination, understanding, will, zeal, order, elimination, and life. Any one of them. We can pick up any one of those powers at any time to guide our spirit. Listen. We listen to our body, listen to what's going on in our mind, and listen to our spirit. And we'll know which power to activate. Choose and remember. Remember that you are a child of God, a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract your good and radiate good to others. Say that with me, will you? I am a child of God, a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract my good and radiate good to others. So let's just meditate on that for a few moments. Just knowing the truth, remembering who we are. We are children of God. We are growing, unfolding, expanding centers of light and love, mighty to attract our good and radiate good to others. And so it is. Namaste.
And all my fears relieved. I am a channel for thy love and peace. Fill me with power and let my heart be strong. Fill me with joy that I may sing thy song. Heal, Spirit, heal, and all myself renew. I am expressing my perfection true. Fill me with love that I may loving be. Fill me with life that I may live for thee.
All right.
What you doing today, Nico?
It's a good question. I had something I was thinking of playing.
Should probably play it then.
I tend not to pick tunes, but I had this one that I was really feeling. So I have to find it. O-P. Oh. Actually, I'm just gonna make something up. We were
Stalling.
there. That's better.
Nico.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Reverend Patricia. Thank you for our incredible team at the back. Kyle and Leslie, rocking it. And Gitzela.
Eye of the Gitzla.
The eye of the Gitzla. That's awesome. Thank you, Reverend Patricia, for your talk. Thank you, Ken, for your great singing today. And for all of you joining us, thank you so much for being here. And if you're feeling called to financially support Unity, on your screen you can see how to do that. Donations at unitynanaimo.org. You can always mail us checks. You can drop them off. And of course, all of those that are contributing their time and energy through our prayer groups, through the maintenance, through the board, through all of the different things that people show up here as. It's just amazing. And of course, Nico, thank you for showing up as well. Please join me in saying, abundance surrounds me. I attract abundance into my experience by knowing my worthiness. I allow all good things to flow to me, through me, and into my world with love. My giving brings me joy.
I send my love into the heaven, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountain. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heaven, and it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountain. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heaven, and it returns to me.
Join me now for our prayer for protection. The light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well, and so it is. Amen.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With love at her center, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin